what is up, mother players and gamers out there and manslayers within Doom 3? Hello, it's your boy Thamziri. I'm back again. Hope you guys had a lovely Easter weekend. And yeah, I'm joined again, as always, to bring you guys the weekly patch notes here at Exclusive Podcast with my boy Max. What's good, homie?
What is up? Episode 58, here we are.
Yes. Absolute. Almost getting to the 60, just like your retiring fathers. The next up, we've got Kid Kojo. What's good, man?
I'm chilling. How are you doing?
Like a villain, bro. I don't know if any of you have watched Obi-Wan Kenobi on Disney, the series. But that scene, dog, where flipping Vader held back a ship going into hyperspeed, one hand. Oh my God, he's the GOAT. And
I don't watch Star Wars.
Who are you, bro? Like, are you even part of this podcast? My God. Anyways, guys, yeah, so that's Max. We're going to be giving you guys the lovely tidbits, but before we get started, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share to your friends and fam. And do you have any admin from anyone?
Nah, not really, but I will say one funny thing. Most of my Star Wars knowledge comes from Kojo, actually. Talking to Kojo about it.
Yeah, Kojo's quiet because he hasn't seen Obi-Wan Kenobi. Kojo, come on, bro. My God. Do you have any admin, bro?
One. So last week, when I was talking to Maxwell about Judas, I mentioned that Judas, the first announcement was in 2020. That was a mistake. That's my bad. It was 2022. That's my bad.
Okay.
Here, I thought you were going to be updating people saying, what's his name? Arab has been found or is back.
Yeah, I'm saving that, Maxwell.
Oh, my bad. I thought you would have brought it up in the admin since by the time the video posted, it was old news.
Yeah, I get that, but I need stuff for the you know what I'm saying, Maxwell?
Oh, my
hey, yo. Niggas turning on the raspy voice. What's going on? Shots.
Yeah, I can feel the venom.
All right. So, yeah, no other admin. Y'all good?
Yeah, we good.
Okay, bars.
Yeah.
All right. Starting with the gaming news. Max, it better be good.
I got nothing.
Wow.
Nah, for real. All of the news I came across were very quick, straight to the point type of news, small little tidbit type of news. So I was like, let's just keep these things for the news blitz rather than bringing them into the gaming news section. There's really nothing substantial to discuss unless you guys stumbled upon news which you felt was substantial.
Indubitably. Right, so those of you who know Destiny 2, one of Bungie's successors, released an update recently that was free to everybody. Mind you, the game already is free to play, but obviously some of the DLCs and stuff, if not most, if not all, except Into the Light, you need to pay for. So Into the Light came out as a free expansion, DLC thing for players. And yeah, it was a perfect reminder as to why people should not be sleeping on Bungie. The thing about Destiny, yeah.
I feel like that's more like gaming corner.
This Destiny 2's been out. What do you mean?
No, you talking about a DLC coming out. You're talking about
No. I'll tell you why.
Okay, so you're building up to something.
Exactly. So everyone knows Bungie, well, mostly just Destiny, especially Destiny 2 has been quite a letdown as, ever since it went free to play. The grind is just unnecessary. The prices of the DLCs are still way too expensive. And Into the Light was the one thing that they needed to still be relevant. And, well, I wouldn't want to say compete with Warframe, but more of the sense of like, this is the one thing that's going to take people away from Warframe for a bit and put them onto Destiny 2. Because Into the Light, if you guys have not played, I definitely recommend you go try it out, especially raiding the content vault, which was one of the most difficult things to do in the game. But now, since more players are coming through for free to play it, it's much more easier to get queues and, many different types of gear and loot that you can get from the raid itself. So yeah, pretty dope. And guys, don't sleep on Destiny. That's all I can say. Shots, and that's it.
That was no build up.
The build-up was that Destiny is now back. Okay, it's back and revived. People are talking about it. That's the good news, and that is it. Yeah, because Interlight has been out for ages, but its reviews have really just helped the game.
It sounds like gaming corner information to me. Like
I didn't give a date like Kojo, therefore it doesn't belong in the corner. I wanted to address elephants.
I'm getting off a tangent.
Lol. Kojo, any gaming news?
One.
Ooh.
Guess what I'm about to talk about?
Layoffs.
Yep.
Fortnite.
Nope.
All right.
So let's talk about everybody's favorite company, Ubisoft.
Oh, it's finally happening?
What, Ubisoft's layoffs? Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
We've been waiting. It's been loading in the chamber.
Yep. Because we were talking, Tammy, about how all these companies have had layoffs, but then Ubisoft has been the only one who's been immune so far.
Oh, okay, bet.
Shock.
But well, that streak comes to an end. I guess we can give them credit for lasting this long. I guess.
Fair enough.
But yeah, so Ubisoft has confirmed that it's going to cut 45 jobs as of its latest round of cuts, and these cuts are to quote unquote reorganize our global punishing central and Asia Pacific structures and to enhance our collective efficiency. So GameSpot reached out to Ubisoft, and then this is what they said, and I quote: "Over the past 3 months, every team within Ubisoft has been exploring ways to streamline our operations and enhance our collective efficiency so that we are better positioned for success in the long term. In this context, today we announced that we are further reorganizing our global publishing central and APAC, that's Asia Pacific, structures to adapt them to the market evolution with a more efficient and agile approach. Those changes will impact 45 positions overall. These are not decisions taken lightly, and we are providing comprehensive support to our impacted colleagues. We also want to share our utmost gratitude and respect for their many contributions to the company," unquote. And Ubisoft, I mean, this is coming off of a bit of a high with the game that they released earlier this year called the Prince of Persia game. A lot of people enjoyed that game. I don't know how well it sold, but people who played it enjoyed it.
Probably not good enough for Ubisoft.
I guess so. But sticking with Ubisoft, yeah, Maxwell?
And I was just going to say that we know how they operate.
True. Very true. So yeah, Ubisoft layoffs. We are going to probably see more for next week. Let's bet. But yeah, that's my news.
Okay.
And I want to quickly interject. Kojo talking about Ubisoft reminded me quickly that Atari acquired, what was it, a studio or something for like $18 million. And that had me thinking, like, how the hell do these guys still have money to be making acquisitions and purchases? Like, how are they making their money?
Retro gamers, man.
It doesn't make sense to me. No, because these guys have filed for bankruptcy and had so many other things in their history that I had to go to Google, look them up. Do you guys remember the French gaming company Infogram?
Nope.
Okay, it was a very old school gaming company. Like in the days when Acclaim was still alive and stuff like that. They made a few games. I played their games on Sega Genesis growing up and all of that stuff. That's why I know them. I might be pronouncing their name wrong because it's Info and then Grames, Grames, or whatever. I forget how to pronounce. But they are the owners of Atari. They acquired Atari, and that's why I'm just like, where is all this money coming from? This is suspect to me. Like if I was the type of YouTuber who makes historical videos or videos looking in depth into the gaming sphere, this would be 100% a worthwhile topic to go into. because there's something off here. How the hell are these guys not under yet? But yeah, that's my rant.
Well, only thing I can say to that is probably the same reason Pokemon cards are not dead yet, and comics from like the 1980s are still around. It's because the older they become, the more rare they become, and there's so much money in collecting, man. Like, yes, a Pokemon card now can go for like $600,000. Just one piece of paper. You guys, just because it's shiny. Heck. Anyways, away. Moving on to the game corner. Kojo, yeah, what's been coming out?
So it's been a pretty lean week. Nothing of note, but yeah. So first off, we have a game called Deceit 2, released on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series, released on April 3rd, 2024. Then we have a game called Freedom Planet 2, released on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and Switch, released on April 4th, 2024. And finally, we have Turbo Golf Racing, released on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series, Xbox One, and PC, released on April 4th, 2024. And then that is it for the releases of the week and the Gaming Corner, unless you guys have any Gaming Corner related stuff.
Yes. Content warning. It's a dope game. It's on Steam. It's free.
No, it's not.
Definitely play it with your friends. What? Is it not free?
It was free for 24 hours.
Oh, shame. That's a damn shame.
I wanted to bring it up. Kojo, you know what's the funny thing about you missing it? I saw it and I wanted to ask you about it, but it came out on April 1st or around there, and I thought it was an April Fool's joke. So I was like, you know what? I'm not going to ask Kojo about this because he's going to belittle me and call me stupid for falling for an April Fool's joke. So I was just like, I'm going to keep it to myself. Then the following day, I see it was an actual thing. I was like, oh shit, that wasn't fake.
Guys, this game is so fun. Like, it's hella hilarious. So for those of you who don't know, it's like gameplay. Okay, if you don't know Lethal Company, go YouTube that right now, what Lethal Company is. Then go YouTube what Content Warning is. So if you are too poor to afford Lethal Company, and I guess if you're too poor to afford Content Warning is basically Lethal Company, but you have to film yourself, partaking in scary shit, whether it be getting chased, whether it be, finding different monsters, going through like an abandoned building, whatever. And you and your mates have to literally like record yourselves as if in real life. And the greater your video, the scarier it is. I don't know if it uses elements of AI, if I'm being honest. Because I mean, some of the stuff is very well done in terms of its coding, because at the end of every run, you basically have to go hand the video in and it's automatically going to get edited into like a short. And then you can even post that out of the game onto your own socials. It's pretty sick. But anyways, unfortunately, it's not free, as Kojo and Max sort of mentioned. So hi there if you've missed it, but yeah, dope game. Yeah, and that's me. Max, any Gaming Corner stuff for you?
Yeah, so other than the content warning thing, the other thing I wanted to mention was that there is gameplay footage of Hellblade 2. Media companies like your IGN, GameSpot, and whatnot have had an opportunity to play it, and they've posted it up. And there is mixed feelings regarding the game because of how... So I want to focus on my issues with this game, right, is with the media companies like your IGN, your GameSpot, and your whatnot. And I'll get to the problem I have with them. But on the gamer side, they've been mixed feelings because this game is supposed to be true next gen, as these media outlets have been reporting it like this is going to be the game that announces itself on Xbox. It will be the standout game for Xbox Series X. It will be the face of what players can expect from Xbox going forward and whatnot. And it came out that it will be locked at 30 frames per second. The game is expected to be a short game. somewhere around 6 hours of play, plus or minus 2 hours, and there isn't like a performance mode or anything. So a lot of people don't like that, and it's created discord or discussion with people. Some people on the camps of, hey, it's not that big of a deal as long as the game is solid and it's a fun experience. And other people are like, nah, you're using Unreal Engine 5. It's a current gen title. You've had years to cook on it, and this is all you have to show for it. So if you're on YouTube, you'll see a lot of discussions or videos pointing out of, we need to talk about Hellblade 2, where people are on different fields of the argument. Now, I get where the people are upset about, but personally, I don't have anything against 30 frames per second. And I've seen the game. It looks flipping beautiful. I was gonna use another word, but I stopped myself. It looks flipping beautiful. It looks seamless. It looks amazing. And I think it's going to be a great experience. However, I am definitely in the camp of, this game was announced in 2019. You have been cooking this shit for 5 fucking years, as far as we know, as far as you come to announcing it. We don't know how long you've been tinkering on it before you announced it, but you announced it at 2019 at the Game Awards, when the Xbox Series X was also announced and presented. So you've had 5 fucking years to cook this, and you're telling us that you're gonna give us a short ass experience. Where I'm like, I don't mind short games, I generally don't, but it's short within reason. Like if a game's 8 hours long, 9 hours long, I'm satisfied. But anything less than 6 hours, bruh, it better be an indie game, or it better be, I don't know what else to describe it. But if this game comes out and you can finish it, a general run is less than 6 hours, that's embarrassing. And then the other thing I have issues with is media outlets calling it the face of Xbox Series X and whatnot, because people are rightly clowning this, saying, oh, okay, so Starfield wasn't the big game for Xbox Series X. Redfall wasn't the big game for Series X. Halo Infinite wasn't the big game for Series X. It's going to be this game how many years into the Series X's life cycle. It's like, nah, don't be calling it the face, because this game is going to be solid, but it's going to be a solid packaged experience. And how can you be touting that as the definitive game to have for this console? That's embarrassing. It should be one of the definitive games, not the definitive games. It should be jumping in a collection of other current gen games that defines the Series X, as opposed to be the game that's going to define the Series X. So media outlets hailing it as the it thing, I think is stupid from them, and I think that dick riding. So based on the dick riding, I already think this game is probably going to get, at worst, an 87 Metacritic rating, at best probably a 92.
Shit, okay.
And that's the rant I just wanted to go on about Hellblade 2. Incoming, we've been shown gameplay footage. It looks bloody brilliant, but the devils in the detail don't look good.
Okay, I'll wait. All right. Thanks, man. Thanks. Okay, that brings us to the halfway point of the gaming, of the episode 58. Hope you guys are enjoying it so far, and if you are, please leave a like and subscribe. And let's move on to the content creator news. Koji, do you want to go first?
How much stuff you got?
3.
Okay, I'll go first.
I will.
Okay, so everybody remember last week I spoke about a content creator called Your Fellow Arab, who went to Haiti and then got kidnapped and was a ransom for $600,000, I believe. Mm-hmm. Well, he was released, and this is what he said.
Wait. Before we get to what he said, did they pay the ransom?
Oh yeah, sorry. No ransom was paid. To the best of everybody's knowledge, they said no ransom was paid. So,
thank God for that.
Yeah. So this is what he said, and I quote: "Finally home after 22 days in Haiti. Family has briefed me on everyone who tried to help, and I just wanted to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. Everyone from the Fortnite days to everyone after it, the support you showed us voice crack, in a time of vulnerability was more than I could have ever asked for. Whether you offered to help with the ransom or whether you spread the word by just replying a post, you know who you are, and I'm very thankful for the gesture of love that you all offered. The power of social media is what got me released. The global pressure mixed with a variety of factors behind the scenes is why I'm home safe and untouched. Thank you, glory be to God, end quote. So yeah, all's well that ends well. I wonder if he's going to keep, doing this type of content where he goes into these places and interviews these people, like I said before, he's interviewed, cartel members, gang members in like dangerous places. So I wonder if this is going to deter him, or if it's going to inspire him even more to do it.
It won't. That's his livelihood. If anything, either A, he'll think twice about certain destinations and look at their current political climate, or B, he'll make what's the word I'm looking for? Allowances, for lack of a better word, where he'll make plans in advance of, okay, if I'm gonna go here and if shit goes wrong, this is what you guys are supposed to do. Because I think this is probably a first for him, where he never thought he would be in such a situation. So I think going forward, he'll probably have a plan B. Because it reminds me of the greatest food review, whatever thing, Sunny, and his negative experience. That's the one. And his experience going to Egypt, where it put him off the country, but he still continues to make content traveling around and all of that stuff. So I expect the same with him. Of either A, it will put him off the country, or B, he'll think more going into the future. Like, I would suggest, when there's a country who's having certain stripes going on, don't be going there while the situation is fresh. Like, let it diminish a bit so it's not so close to the heart of the people there that, they'll do crazy things. Like, if you're going to go to the Middle East and interview people about the war and different things like that, it's different going there and interviewing people after the war than going there interviewing people during a war. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's my take on it.
Yeah. But yeah, that's it from my side. Tommy?
Right. So first up, we start with Sketch. For those of you who are ladies listening to the show, if you have not asked your boyfriend, well, if you have not gone up to your boyfriend or husband, put up a finger and say, "What's up, brother?" then you're missing out. Well, that's obviously if he's a true content creator, watcher / gamer type shit, whatever the fuck else. But anyway, Sketch is a popular streamer on Twitch, and he is a very good friend of Jinxie. If you do not know who Jinxie is, check out his content and see if you can stomach it. But Sketch, his friend, is pretty cool in that sense. He's just your typical nerd guy, and it's how he says, "What's up, brother?" And he always says the weirdest things thereafter. Well, he doesn't say the weirdest things. He'll just say them in a weird way. But with how he says his classic catchphrase, as well as lifting up a finger, this has now become a phenomenon amongst men, and it is taking over TikTok a lot. You'll see many videos of boyfriends imitating Sketch, and yeah, GG's to him. All right, moving on, we have, so still sticking on TikTok, if you search Eugenia Cooney, those of you who do not know who Eugenia Cooney is.
Oh no.
You know about this.
Yeah, I know her. I don't like where this is going.
If you search Eugenia Cooney on TikTok, rather than going to a channel, you'll be redirected to a help facility for eating disorders. So Eugenia Cooney is a very prominent influencer who, what is she suffering again? What's the word, man? Yes, thank you, Koja. She suffers from anorexia to a very extreme point. And yeah, a lot of people, yes.
Never mind. I remembered we're not monetized on YouTube, so we can say these things without fear of repercussion.
I mean,
there's certain food-based disorders and problems that YouTube does not like content creators mentioning.
Oh, well, I mean, yeah, it's probably why TikTok is also doing the bans. But yeah, so in most of her videos, it's not to say that she's uplifting the eating disorder, but more to a sense of like she's normalizing it, right? And yeah, it gets to a certain point where people have even called in to try get her help. People have actually sent people to her house to try and get her to get some help. And yeah, anyways, if you go to TikTok and you try to search for her, you may come to her channel, or you may be redirected to the National Alliance for Eating Disorders. So yeah, that speaks a lot if you are a person like an influencer and certain systems and a whole ass company is trying to redirect people from you because they deem you, you know, an influential risk to citizens around. So that's hectic, bro. Jeez.
It's probably because they've got the US government hovering over their ass and they're like, right now is not the time where we can let content fly. Any type of sensitive topic area, we need to have it handled. Otherwise, this US government are going to be like, yep, this is why we don't want TikTok here. Or is it a different reason why they're trying to ban? No. Yeah, okay, no, my bad. I'm conflating situations. I believe they're trying to ban TikTok unless TikTok sells shares. That's the thing. So I'm overlapping different matters altogether. It's individual states which are worried about TikTok content, not the US government. The US government couldn't give a fuck.
Facts. So yeah, and then moving on to other stupid things. Stupid in the sense that I don't know why this is being discussed or whatever, but in the dawn of Aiden Ross's and his fans and any other very young fans who are influenced by these frivolous young adult streamers, a young kick streamer named Kizzy is facing huge backlash from the entire internet, and it's causing an uproar to the point that the likes of Ludwig, Moist Critical, Asmongold, you know, all OG streamers that, you know, do mostly IRL are now putting this kid in heat. So Kizzy's a very young kid, like, I don't know how old he is, man. I think he's like 14, 16. I don't know. But yeah, so on Kick, he saw two women eating a meal together and he stuck his food in as a prank, filming the whole entire thing.
He stuck his finger in the food.
Yeah. Stuck his finger in the food. And then, yeah, saying, oh, wait. So even putting his entire hand inside the plate of nacho chips and nabbing a few of them, saying, take that bitch's food, you know, running away and saying she can go fuck herself. Eventually the woman caught up with her while they were still like filming.
Caught up with him.
Yes, him. My bad. God damn. You're mixing up the shit. And then, yeah, altercations then broke out, which at this point that I'm saying this, I'm pretty sure I'm putting the clip of the actual fight itself. Yeah, so a lot of the OG streamers are pretty pissed off about this because now these young kids doing all this stupid shit is actually going to destroy streaming as it is. Not many people, we've already seen like the Johnny Somali? Yeah, Johnny Somali.
Can I just quickly say,
yes.
You mentioning Johnny Somali. I'm not a fan of Aiden Ross, but I feel like you need to separate his name from the Johnny Somali likes.
I mean, yeah, in a sense, but I'm speaking in the general sense of like being dumbasses and filming shit and being in any country or any place.
Wait. Now, I get what you're saying, but then Aiden Ross's dumbassery is akin to IShowSpeed and Kai Cenat. This dumbassery is more like your what do you call it? Gideon. I believe that was his name. Johnny Somali, and what's that person called? Matt Doherty or something?
Jack
Doherty, yeah.
Yeah, it's akin to that, where you're a public nuisance and you're not really doing anything, as opposed to being a nuisance in your own space. Like IShowSpeed putting or Kai Cenat, I forgot who it was, setting a fire in their house is not bothering anyone but them. That dumbassery. But then going in public and starting arson or something like that, that's your Johnny Somali territory and things like that.
Well, who started arson in public, bro? God damn.
Hey, I'm just saying that we need to separate the degeneracy.
I get you. To me, all of this is just dumb. But yeah, I mean, kids, what are you gonna do? So yeah, I mean, even people were basically yelling in the video like, "No, don't beat the youngster," this and this, don't do that. And then she would obviously argue back and says, "Yeah, I'll do that if you stop filming me." The typical shit. So yeah, content nowadays, man, I don't even know. Well, IRL content, let me say that. IRL public.
I don't understand. I don't get why till today people who are getting recorded still don't understand that if it's in a public area, you don't have a right to privacy.
That's true.
I see so many people who are getting recorded getting upset, put the camera away, take the camera away, and all of these things. Them getting aggravated, literally upset because the camera is in their face. And it's just like, nah, dude. In this scenario, all you can do is just walk away because you are in a public area. They know their rights. They know they're well within their rights, hence why they're doing that. And they're trying to get a reaction out of you. And if you are stupid enough to put up a reaction, not only is that going on the internet and feeding their clout, but they can also call the cops. Because there's something which I think some people don't really acknowledge in the US specifically, where if you touch an object somebody else is holding, like a camera, a microphone, or anything like that, you can get charged for battery. Because an object connected to somebody is part of that person. So you touching that object is you assaulting that person. So if you touch them physically, them personally, that's assault. But if you touch any object connected to them, that's battery. And if cops are called in, you can get that person arrested.
And that's on business.
Yeah. And so people really need to learn to keep their hands to themselves and just walk away. Because all of these dumbass IRL streamers are just trying to get a reaction out of you for content. Don't give them the content that they're looking for. But then this also goes back to what I've been complaining about, that your Kick, your YouTube, your Twitch, your whatnot need to do more to dissuade people from making this type of content. If they see there's no reward to this type of content, they're not going to be doing it. They're seeing it because they can make money out of it. And kids are stupid. Kids' brains haven't fully evolved. So when they're seeing older people doing that shit, they're like, I can do that. And they're going to imitate. So I think these social media companies need to take more responsibility. Or governments, hey there, Europe, make these social media companies more accountable, because we know America's going to do fuck all unless there is money involved. So Europe, be the leading example, be the shining light. Call out YouTube, call out Twitch, call out Kick, and tell them this content is not appropriate for younger viewers. Do something about it.
See, and that's the thing. It's like what most of the other streamers are also saying is that they need to up the age restriction on when you're able, when you're allowed to stream from 16 to 18. But a lot of other streamers that are, 16 are saying that this is the one thing that's really helping them save for college, this and all that. And, they shouldn't get punished by what a few, 16-year-olds do.
Oh, okay. The ones who are actually using their IRL stream for proper things, not degeneracy.
Yes, correct.
Okay. You see, here's my thing, right? I don't agree with the age thing. I can see it's the most straightforward thing, but like you said, it punishes other people who are not involved. Like how fucking Somali fucked up Japanese tourism for everybody. I don't know if you've seen that, but anyway, my thing is this type of content should get less ad revenue, or they need to redirect the ad revenue. Say, nah, you're not going to get ad revenue from this type of content or something like that. And immediately watch overnight how it will stop, because they can't make money out of it. Like, cool, you can get social clout, but then you can't make money out of it. Social clout's not going to feed you. Social clout is not going to buy you the materialistic things that you want. So these social media companies are just feeding the monster. They need to put a foot down and be like, all right, this type of content, we are not going to allow it to get monetized. Or the ad revenue for this type of content will be dramatically lower. Like define it into a category. And then if these people try and put themselves in opposite category, like let's say it's a prank category, but then you try and put yourself in like comedy or funny or some other type of category, You can get your account suspended or something like that for putting it under the wrong definition. There's so many things they can do. And although as I say this, I do recall we brought this conversation up once before in the past because we've been discussing this, and Kojo made the accurate counter argument that bringing in lower ad revenue for this type of subject matter or topic area will also affect the people who are doing harmless pranks.
Facts. So yeah, we'll see where shit goes on from here. Max, you got any content creators news, bro?
Other than shitting on Johnny Somali, no.
I have one thing to add, Tom. I don't know if you mentioned about Kizzy, but he was banned for 10 days.
Yeah, I didn't get that far. Yeah, but he's been banned. Sorry. No, you should have been banned permanent, bro. That's what most people are fighting about. But yeah, we'll see. It's a first offense, I guess. Yeah, but anyways, moving on to esports. I do not have anything at the moment. Kojo?
Nada.
Not a thing. Max?
I do.
Not.
Yeah.
I bet. God's playing. All right, and then that brings us to the news blitz. Max, leave it to you, bro.
All right. So we start off talking about Microsoft. They, or it, whichever you prefer, is reportedly working on an AI chatbot to automate and control customer care and problems, which I find quite interesting because Microsoft is dipping hard into this whole AI thing, like purchasing shares in ChatGPT and different things like that. OpenAI, rather. Let me say OpenAI. Different things like that. So let's see how this goes down the line when it gets enacted or executed or whatever the phrase is. Then we say Ubisoft announced that Ubisoft Forward is returning this year on June 10. Personally, I have no idea why it was announced so early. They literally could have just announced it in May, but here we are, April. Ubisoft Forward returning. Then Capcom has revealed that Dragon's Dogma 2 sold 2.5 million copies in 11 days, which is impressive, but not impressive considering it's available on all platforms. And it also shows that despite everybody's clamoring and negative reaction to the microtransaction and whatnot, it doesn't seem to have really hurt Capcom, which ties back to the whole thing we're talking about microtransactions and them being disgustingly utilized. Dragon's Dogma is an example, even if you don't need to buy any of them. It's just like, but why? Anyway, so lastly, if you ever want to know how meaningless polls are, one was conducted by BAFTA on the most iconic video game characters. 4,000 people were polled, and are you guys ready to hear what the top results were?
4,000 were polled.
No, 4,000 polled. No, I'm gonna read out the results here. I'm not asking you to guess. I want to see your reaction to the most iconic video game characters for these 4,000 polled people. Keep in mind, I'm trying to emphasize the point that polls are useless. At number 15, we got Crash Bandicoot. At number 14, we have Solid Snake. 13, Minecraft Steve. 12, Pikachu. 11, here's where it starts getting weird now. 11, we have Arthur Morgan. Explain that to me. 10, we have Shadowheart. And this one, I had to go Google who the fuck is Shadowheart.
Oh, okay. Baldur's Gate, yeah.
Exactly. Well, just like, what? Most iconic. Number 10, Shadowheart. A game which only came out last year. But anyway.
Sick name, though.
In one game of the year.
Number 9, Kratos. Number 8, Master Chief. 7, Link. 6, Pac-Man. Number 5, Keep in mind, number 5 beat out Pac-Man, Link, Master Chief, Kratos, Pikachu, Crash Bandicoot, and Solid Snake. Number 5, Sackboy.
Oh, okay.
Number 4, Sonic. Number 3, Agent 47.
Okay. It's kind of, yeah.
Number 2, Mario.
Ugh.
And number 1, Lara Croft.
OG.
Okay.
Okay,
I can see the
OG.
Lara Croft.
Yeah.
You see, I can see Lara Croft in being top 10, even top 5. Not number 1. Not before Sonic. Not before Mario. Not even before Pikachu. I feel
Pac-Man.
And yes, even Pac-Man. I would argue she should be somewhere around Crash Bandicoot and Solid Snake.
No, but here's what I'm going to ask. What were the ages of the people polled?
I honestly think, well, factually speaking or logically speaking, it can't be children. Because there's probably some law somewhere where it doesn't allow, information to be gathered from children. So I think this could be just, your lame person, like maybe parents. So they see their kids are playing these games. So they're like, oh, I know this. Of course, your shadow heart and whatnot isn't going to be parents seeing their kids. But something like Sackboy, Pikachu, Steve, Mario, Link, I definitely feel like it's the parents watching their kids saying, oh yeah, my kid plays that game, so I know that character. But then also another factor which has to be taken into consideration, which wasn't divulged, is how the polls are done. Because are these characters listed out and then people are told, oh, circle the ones you know, or is it a thing of you're given a blank slate and then you're told list all of the people that you know? Frankly speaking, we don't know how these polls are done. But that's why I bring it up, to show just when you see a poll, don't readily accept the information being distributed. And we see this a lot of time in America when it comes to election time with the polls and who's leading the polls and stuff like that. And of lately, the polls haven't been indicative of results, like how Hillary Clinton was beating out Donald Trump, and we saw where that went. But yeah, that's it for the news blitz. You guys have anything to share?
I actually do not. Kojo?
Neither do I.
All right. Alrighty, then that brings us to the end of the episode. Thanks, Max, for the news blitz. Thank you to you, gents, for the whole entire episode. And that has been episode 58, brought to you guys by your boy Thamziri, Mad Max, as well as Kid Kizzy. And yeah, I think that's pretty much just it. Please do leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed the show. And yeah, we'll check you guys in the next one. Stay good, stay healthy, and remember to eat. And please go touch some grass. All right. And we love ya. All right. Cheers all. Bye.